It has been around since 1992 and was a grassroots movement started by men passionate about the rights and recognition of other men. Now, of course, while the United Nations recognises International Women's Day, they do not recognise International Men's Day. Surprise, surprise. Greg, is International Men's Day a good thing, and should it be recognised by the wider Australian community?
Oh, absolutely. Look, one of the most overlooked health issues is amongst men. Our government has refused to or fails to recognise it. There are no real programs in place, and hence the International Men's Day with the theme Zero Male Suicide is a perfect example of why it should be highlighted.
Yes, well, the outrage against International Men's Day is not only bizarre, it's kind of unhinged. I mean, Varsity ran an article in 2016 saying it was not only unnecessary but dangerous. My favourite comment in the article is, quote, "The movement's attempts to preserve masculinity will only end up hurting the people it's trying to help, men," because apparently there is this belief in the mainstream press that masculinity harms men. Now, Greg, is masculinity important to men, and has the emasculation of society had an impact on the mental health of our blokes?
You made a good point. Look, the Australian Institute of Family Studies did some research on men, and interestingly enough, 80% of men have indicated that they would not be likely to, for example, ring up a helpline over the phone. And a quarter of all men said that they would not seek help, believe it or not, from a health professional, because they wanted to be stoic, they wanted to be manly, they wanted to sort of put up with it. So it's a real issue, and in actual fact, it is a health disorder.
Yes, well, I mean, men don't get much love these days. We had a lot of ad campaigns that actively go after men and the very basics of masculinity. But there's a lot of emphasis on women. Women have a lot of support in the press and the media and the corporate world. This International Men's Day, were you surprised at how little attention that it drew? Because there were a lot of people trying to get behind it this year, and yet we still didn't see a huge amount of coverage for such an important and serious topic.